Okay, check this thing out. First, comes with a remote to start and stop recording. That's nice, it works straight away. This comes with a pretty basic stand. Quality I would call average. It is there, you know, if you don't have a lot of stands. It has a spring dampening, but it also sticks, so like I said, pretty basic, but nice to have if you don't have stands. This phone holder, I find, even though it goes all the way down like that, it's pretty difficult to secure that. There's just not enough. I'm going to crank it down as much as I can, and well, now it's holding, but you can see it slips out pretty easy. So be careful with that. The arms are pretty substantial. They hold really well. I have no doubt that that's going to hold a phone. These things are great. No problems there. So let's go into the interface. Well, also, there's where your stand goes, and you've got, that's what locks it onto the spigot. And see, this is like, if I'm moving this is falling out, even though I cranked it down as best I could. So again, careful. And let's get into the interface. Okay, so we're going to turn the light on right here. I have it at 0. I have it in color temperature mode. So 0 brightness, there's 1%. Can't really tell probably, but you just dial it. There's 100. Let's see if we can get the color temperature to show on camera. We'll hit this button here, switches between the modes. You have color temperature, you have a green magenta, so your tint shift, and then you have, well, we did the brightness, but here's the color temperature. You can see it changing. This is a touch panel, which if you touch that, it will go into HSV or a mode. So there is a lock. You can see I have the lock here. So that means I can't inadvertently touch this. Take the lock off, and boom, now we're in HS, I call it HSV, Photoshop, HSI. So now you've got touch control, but say you're handling this a lot and you have it set, you can put it into a lock where this does not work. So we're in saturation now, and it will gradually go to just a minimal saturation. Hue, or actually intensity, brightness, and then the hue manually. I think it's probably easier to set it and then lock it. Otherwise, you'd be spinning forever. And then you've got modes. So you've got these crazy scenes, if you're into that. And so the mode cycles between color, temperature, HSI, and then the special effect modes. Again, this button toggles between all the different options so that you can turn the dial. This controls whether you got a left, right's not working, left, right. Oh, there we go. It does work. So you can do these independently. I've got green over here, red over here, and then together. So there's an app, but my phone's going to be on it. I'm just going to set this once and forget it for the duration of the recording. But pretty cool compact setup to be doing all kinds of stuff like, you know, reviews, or which is what I'm going to use it for.
So today I'm going to de-influence you from buying the other light. The NEEWER is wonderful, light, bright, flexible, and whatnot. I don't have to fight them. I'm only using one hand. That's why it's not as fluid, but super fluid, easy to break down. It's super slim. Here you can control your settings for your lights both at the same time, or you can do them individually. This is currently on a scene, so that if you were recording video and needed it to look like lightning was happening, you could do that. And you actually can change multiple scenes to do whatever you want it to do. So if you want it to look like a dimming bulb, you can do that, but this is your scene panel. We have multiple scenes. You can change the speed. You can change, like right now, this is a blue light, and then you got lightning. And again, with all of these, you can change these colors. All you have to do is switch from left to right, or if you want both to do it, just do that. Hit that for whatever you want it to do. You can lock your settings, you can set memory. You can't do any of that with a Glamcore, okay? Unless they done brought a model out that I ain't seen. But what I will tell you is on the website currently, what they do have that is comparable to this costs about, I wanna say $375. And again, you do not get all of this. You do not get RGB, no, you can't change the color, you don't have no scenes, it's just their light. Now, if you that pressed about having the name, then yeah, go ahead and get your limited light, but save yourself. I'm just trying to tell you to go ahead and save yourself, you know, $200+ because you got to remember tax, and get your glass, you know, don't get, I ain't gonna say don't get it, but save yourself $200 and get a NEEWER, because it has way more functions and does the same exact thing. And again, as I mentioned in the written, the OGs know NEEWER has never let us down. Great product and works amazing for my clients.
Hello, my name is Mr. Rapato. I am made by NEEWER. I am awesome.